Flying home from Hurghada Airport can feel a little bit full on. There are multiple passport checks, security checks, more security checks, and you'll also need to fill out a departure immigration card before you leave Egypt. So, in this short video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to expect when departing Hurghada Airport. So, you feel a little bit more prepared, know what to expect, and hopefully make the whole process a lot less stressful. So, if you're flying home from Hurghada soon, here's what you need to know before you get to the airport. Before we get into the step-by-step process, just to give you an idea of what we experienced, flying home we had 5 separate passport checks, 2 security checks, and it took us roughly an hour from arriving at the airport to get airside. Now, that could be quicker or slower depending on how busy the airport is, of course, and how many flights are leaving at the same time. But the main point is this: don't cut it fine, give yourself plenty of time, and definitely keep your passport handy and expect to show it more than once. Now, when you first arrive at the airport, you may see a queue of people outside the departures hall, and that is because the checks start before you even get properly inside. Before entering, your passport will usually be checked at the door, so make sure you have got it in hand, ready to show. And once you've shown it, don't put it back at the bottom of your bag because you're going to need it again very soon. Now, once you're inside, it's not quite a straight dash to the check-in desk. At this point, you'll usually see another queue for a secondary passport check. So if you're traveling as a family, make sure everyone's passports are out and ready to show. Again, for us, this part didn't take too long, but once you're through that second passport check, you'll then move on to the first security check. And this is split into separate female and male lines. And once you're through that first security check, you're then into the main departures hall ready to check in. And similar to places like Morocco and Tunisia, Egypt doesn't accept a digital boarding pass at Hurghada Airport, and there isn't a simple self-service bag drop either. So it's the old-fashioned way: queue at the desk, manual check-in, and a printed boarding card. As you can see, check-in was reasonably busy for us. I had already printed our boarding passes before arriving, but they still did print them again for us at the desk. At check-in, you'll be handed an immigration card and you'll need to fill one out for each passenger before you can go through to passport control. So make sure you do have a pen handy. We didn't, because we didn't realise we had to fill out an immigration card when leaving the country, and I ended up having to borrow one from the cafe. It did catch us out a little bit, so have a pen ready to go. Once everything is filled in, you can then make your way through to passport control, where you'll hand everything over. Then after that, you will find yourself deposited in front of a secondary security check. Now, I will say the guys at this security point were very thorough. It took us about 15 to 20 minutes to get through here, so make sure all of your electronics are out of your bag ready to go. We also had to remove our shoes too. And once you've made your way through that second security check, you're then properly airside and free to explore the departure area. By this point, especially if you've got an evening flight, you may have worked up a bit of an appetite, and a lot of UK flights do seem to leave later in the day. There is a food court upstairs with places like Burger King, KFC and Costa, so you've got a few familiar options on offer for you. And to be fair, Hurghada is actually quite a nice airport once you're airside. There are quite a few retail stands and a decent duty-free offering, and if you enjoy a bit of plane spotting, it's not bad at all for that either. The last thing worth knowing is that most, if not all, UK-bound flights seem to leave from gates 37 to 42, which are right down at the far end of the terminal, so it is a bit of a walk, nothing major however. On the way, you'll also see the new Pearl Lounge, which looks like it's opening soon. It does look quite small, but I'd assume if you have a Priority Pass or a Dragon Pass, this may become an option for you in the not too distant future. And this is where we had our 5th and final passport and boarding pass check. You can see the family behind us were caught out a little by surprise there. And there is also a toilet and smoking area down this end of the terminal if you need them before your flight. So overall, I'd definitely allow a little bit more time when departing from Hurghada Airport. There are quite a few stages to get through: the multiple passport checks, the 2 security checks, filling out the immigration card and the manual check-in process with printed boarding passes. Based on our experience, it took around an hour from arriving at the airport to getting airside, but that could be quicker or slower depending on how busy it is, I guess. My biggest tip would be simple: keep your passport and boarding pass in your hand or very easy to reach. all the way through the airport and right up to boarding. And if you're heading to Egypt soon, I've also put together a full video from our EasyJet holiday trip to Hurghada, covering the flight, the hotel, the transfer, and what the holiday was actually like as a family. And I'll leave that on screen now. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.